خطر ولا حاجه. لا فيزا كارد انا وقفتها خلاص.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Now I would like to share my screen with you once more. And it is the vocabulary part. Okay, here we start our, oh, I didn't open it yet. All right, a minute, please. Common vocabulary. I think we had the first two lessons, didn't we? Did we have the first two lessons, ladies and gentlemen?
For vocabulary?
Yes.
Collins, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
We had the first two lessons. So we had this lesson, which is, we had people in relationship and we had health, right? Today, inshallah, we're going to talk about, as I told Dahman, I told them that we're going to have to learn about education and adventure, all right? So for education, we're going to have very interesting lesson because it's mainly about the subjects that we learn at school, okay? The subjects that we learn at school. So you guys know the subjects that we usually learn at school. Can you give me another idea, like a brief idea? What are the subjects that we usually learn at school or in university? Quickly.
Lots of subject we can learn. It depends on what.
Tell me. Tell me, Mohammed. Listen, Mohammed.
Psychology, biology.
Mohammed, can you tell me now from these three subjects that you gave me, ology means what?
Science.
No. Ology means, try to guess.
علم يعني.
Yes, the study of. The study of. So psychology is the study of the psyche or the mental or the mind status, right? The study of the mental case. Biology is the study of the living organisms. Pharmacology, it's the study of pharmacy and study of the medicine, okay, and so on. Sociology, which is the study of the society, okay. Psychopharmacology, which is the study of what?
Psychopharmacology, what is this?
Psychopharmacology is the study of the medicine that has to do with the psychic illnesses and diseases. Okay, it's a subject that we used to, I had a diploma in, by the way, psychopharmacology, yeah. I was interested in a certain stage of my life. I was interested in medicine too. So anyway, here we start with the vocabulary. Choosing or naming academic subjects, verbs, nouns, and adjectives associated with academic study. Choosing the correct part of speech, all right? Quickly, I'm not gonna make it too long. We have archaeology, and it is the study of societies and the people in the past by examining the remains of the building. Archaeology, بيسموه علم الحفريات, right? Astronomy, which is the study of the stars, planets, and other natural objects in space. Economics, which is definitely the study of the way in which money, industry, and trade are organized in society. Geology, geo is a Latin word which means earth. So the study of the earth. How's that? The earth's structure, surface, and origins. He was visiting professor of geology at the University of Jordan. Linguistics, شغلنا. It's an uncountable noun, and the linguistics is the study of the way in which language works. Like modern linguistics emerged as distinct field in the 19th century. And it wasn't a science mainly. It was like a natural thing that came by nature. They didn't want it to be a study in the beginning. Then we'll have the word psychology, which is, again, uncountable now. You can't say psychologies or linguistics or geologies. No, these subjects are not plural words. They cannot be put in the plural form. So psychology is the study of human mind and the person and the reasons of people's behavior. Professor of psychology at Bedford College, مثلا, had a new research about schizophrenia. All right? Research in educational psychology proved that blah, blah, blah. Then have the word sociology. Sociology, which is what's sociology? The study of the society or the way society is organized. Sociology professor at the University of North California has kicked the bucket yesterday. Do you guys know what's kicked the bucket?
No.
When someone kicks the bucket, it means that he passed away. He died. Yes, kicked the bucket. Yeah? Sure. Would you like me to write it down?
Please.
Sure. Well, here we go. The word kicked.
Kicked. Okay.
Yeah, B-U-C-K-E-T. Kicked the bucket. Yani passed away. So my old neighbor kicked the bucket yesterday. It means she passed away yesterday. She died or passed away. Okay? So here we have sociology, a treatise on the sociology of religion. Then we'll have the word academic activities. Academic activities. What academic activities we may have? Actually, if you are a scientist, you may get to know or you may understand that scientists have different roles. They have different roles. What are the roles? Number one is to analyze the information. Analyzes, analyzing, and analyzed, past and past participle. It is a verb to analyze something when you consider it carefully or use statistical method in order or fully understand. Right? By the way, it's written in a different way if you write it in an American way. American is Z-E, it ends with a Z-E, whereas in the British or the English, it's in S-E. Okay? And here we have some other developed examples. McCarthy was asked to analyze the data from the first phase of trials of the vaccine. We can have the word analyze of what? How's that? The book teaches you how to analyze what is causing the stress in your life. Actually, these phrasal verbs are the best to master your language. Some people don't know how to use the verb along with the preposition. Yes? And unfortunately, they fall in the trap of translating it exactly from their mother tongue language, which is totally wrong. Okay, so we need to learn which preposition comes with these verbs. These are phrasal verbs. So analyze what? Then we'll have the word claim. Claim. Muhammad Dahman, read.
Claim, claims, claiming, claimed. Verb, if you say that someone claims that something is true, you mean they say that it's true, but you are not sure whether or not they are telling the truth.
Telling the truth.
The truth, sorry.
Yes,
Okay.
no. Yes, so Muhammad is claiming that he came back late from work today. This means that I'm not very sure whether he came late or not, okay? Claim When you use this word claim, it means that you're not very sure whether he's telling the truth or not. Muhammad, I don't mean you. I say Muhammad Mahbub.
I know.
Okay. Then we'll have the word define. Define. Yalla Mahbub. Define.
Define, defines, defining, defines. Verb, if you define a word or expression, you explain its meaning. For example, in a dictionary, Collins English Dictionary defines a work alcoholic as a person obsessively addicted to work.
So we have the word workaholic.
Workaholic.
Workaholic person. People addicted to work. They cannot stop work. Okay? Okay, you remind me 3 days ago when I was totally in bed, in hospital. I was hospitalized and the cannula was in my hand. And still I was texting and sending emails and answering messages. Then the nurse came saying, oh, excuse me, are you a workaholic? I said, pardon me? Why are you claiming that I'm a workaholic? I'm not. I said, no, please leave whatever is in your hand and just focus. Stay focused with whatever is the catastrophe that you're in. So workaholic people can never stop working. Yeah? And that's bad, man. But you know what? There is a very nice saying in English that says, too much of a good thing is a bad thing. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So too much of reading, for example, however, it's a very good habit. But again, it's a bad thing. Too much of social media or too much of watching television, too much of socializing, everything, too much of every good thing is a bad thing. It turns, and we have the same saying in Arabic.
Yeah.
Yes, انقلب إلى ضده.
Out. It will fire back.
Yes, now, yes, it will fire back. Very good. So here we have the word define. You define something means you give the definition of it. Okay? When I define a certain word in a dictionary, means that I give the definition of it. So Muhammad, would you please define the word workaholic now?
For me? For the man. Okay, workaholic is a person obsessively addicted to work.
A person who is obsessively addicted to work. Thank you very much. Noha, read evaluate. Huh?
Evaluate, evaluates, evaluating, evaluated. Verb, if you evaluate something or someone, you consider them in order to make a judgment about them. For example, about how good or bad they are. They will down.
They will first send in training, yes.
Or has really happened. A report on a scientific evidence for a global warming. There is a lot of evidence that stress is partly responsible for diseases.
Thank you, my dear. Actually, you were reading the wrong part, which is evaluate the completion of it. This is the completion of it.
Yes, it's there.
Yes. So they will first send and train nurses to evaluate the needs of the individual situation. Or continue, Noha, please. The market.
The market situation is difficult to evaluate. We evaluate how well we do something.
Thank you very much. Then we'll have the words investigate. When we investigate, we do what? We examine, yes? So you can say that in the crime scene, the investigator investigated the cup, investigated the fingerprints on the cup, for example, or he investigated the crime scene. Investigated means that he, please.
You know, and we use this expression in our engineering. Soil investigations means cassette. Make a check. Yeah. Test in the soil. This is called soil investigation.
Correct,
Yes.
because you examine it carefully to find out the truth about it or to find out whether something is there or not. Thank you, Mohammed, for this very good example. Research in Oxford is now investigating a possible link between endometriosis and the immune system. What's endometriosis? You guys can tell me? I believe it has something to do with the cell and the immune system. Yes? And do you know what's the immune system?
Yes.
What is it then?
This is the defensive system in your body.
Very good. It's the system that is responsible for defending you against all the microbes and viruses that enter your body. Thank you very much. So this is investigating nouns associated with research. And why are we giving nouns, verbs, and adjectives? Because we need to learn variety of words that are related to the same topic. So we have the word evidence, which is uncountable noun. I cannot say evidences. There were so many evidences that he was the criminal. Correct. There were so many evidence. Don't say evidences. All right? And a piece of evidence means one evidence. It's exactly like information and advice. A piece of information, a piece of advice. And you don't say informations, neither information nor advices. Incorrect. All right, so here, uncountable noun. Evidence is anything that you see or experience or read or are told that causes you to believe something is true. So is there any evidence that, for example, that your neighbor was the person who stole the money yesterday? Yes? Okay, again. So is there an evidence that your neighbor is the one who stole your money yesterday? Evidence here, something to prove true. All right, then we'll have the word evidence of or evidence for. A report on the scientific evidence for global warming. Evidence for global warming. Evidence that there is a lot of evidence that stress is partly responsible for disease. To plus infinitive. To date, there is no evidence to support this theory. We'll have the word hypothesis. Mohammed, do you know what's hypothesis?
Yes, it is the same last word before. Theory.
Oh.
The same as theory.
No, hypothesis is not like theory. Hypothesis is an assumed theory. It's not proven whether it's true or false. So you just think, for example, the apple that fell from the tree. Yes?
Yes.
Isaac Newton, did he understand that it's because of the gravity, or firstly, it was just a hypothesis in his mind?
Yes. In the beginning, it is a hypothesis, and then when it is proven, it is a theory.
It turns into a theory. Excellent. So hypothesis is just like an idea which is suggested as a possible explanation, but it is not proven true yet, or not proven as a theory yet. It may be real and it may not be real. All right? Like, for example, work will not now begin to test the hypothesis in rats. Different hypotheses have been put forward to explain why these foods are more likely to cause problems. All right? Okay. Then we'll have the word theory. As we said, theory is a formal idea or set of ideas that is intended to explain something. نظرية. Einstein formulated the theory of the relativity in 1905. Okay, the theory of, okay, and now, here is a tip before we start doing the exercise. Words for academic subjects can have many different endings. Yes, many different endings, but they are common. Like what? Here we have ICS, like statistics. LOGY, biology. Y, only, like philosophy. Let's learn to recognize these. Now, complete words 1 to 7 below with the ending either ICS, LOGY, or Y to form the names of the subjects, then match them to the topics of study 1 to G. I would like you guys to do it now. You add either ICS, LOGY, or Y, and then you tell me which word matches with which column here. Okay? Do it now in your copybook, please.
I finished.
Bravo, mashallah. Who else?
Okay, I also finish.
Mashallah, Noha. يلا أسماء محمد Tahman first and then Mahbub.
Number one, RQ. This is assigned interested with the people in the past. So I think his solution is number B, people of the past.
طب احنا قلنا RQ هنزود عليها ايه؟ حاجة اسمها RQ بس؟
Archaeology. No, this is forget.
صح صح صح.
I know, but I forget.
Do not hesitate. It is archaeology. صح.
Archaeology, yes.
And what
Archaeology means
archaeology?
studies. You
Study of
tell me us.
Very good. But
This is a study for the old peoples in ancient.
the ancient,
the past.
not ancient.
Ancient,
And
sorry. Ancient, yes.
Excellent. What about astronomy, Muhammad Mahbub?
You already said the answer. It's astronomy.
Oh, pardon me. So it's astronomy.
And the answer is G. It's the stars and planets. And it is related to the video you already sent 2 days before about the space tourism. And I like this video too much, actually.
Okay, really?
Yes, it's really interesting. And I have get the benefit for more vocabularies.
Excellent.
Yes.
MashaAllah. Good. Next. Noha, are you here? No, I feel too shy whenever I ask you to answer, by the way. I don't want you to be distracted from your kids.
I muted to not distract you.
No, it's okay, Yani, but I don't want you to get too much distracted between here and there. Anyway,
Same with economic, it's money, industry, and the trade.
Thank you. Yalla, do two more, and I'm not going to ask you any more questions today. Do 2 more.
Geology, it's about the earth.
Excellent.
Then this one I don't know.
Yeah, تزعليني كده. This one I love.
Language, right? Right? Linguistology. Linguistics.
Linguistics.
It's about how language works.
Very good. How language works. Very good. Then
Psychology.
طيب يلا اوكي معلش gentlemen please forgive us. Psychology. Very good.
No problem.
Human mind.
Human mind and sociology,
Sociology, yes.
which is
About
the
society.
society. Excellent. Thank you very much. And for exam tip, words for naming people by their occupation. So if you want to say, for example, the word biology, I say that he's a biologist. Yes? Or for the word teach, so the person who teaches is a teacher. So you either add here, you either add ER, see? You either add ER to the word, or you add an IST. ER like teacher, farmer, miner. A miner is the person who works in a mine. To find out minerals in the depths of the earth. All right? Mine, coal, gold, sometimes silver.
Diamond.
Yeah, diamond. Diamond?
Yes.
Okay, words for naming people who study academic subjects. Living usually ends with an IST. Okay, then we'll have the word biologist and physicist. Learn to recognize these. All right, here we have these words. I think that this exercise is a little bit tricky, but I want you guys to answer it. It's a little bit challenging. Here we have choose the correct word for academic subjects and the people who study them to complete 1 to 7. And space at the Royal Observatory has discovered a new moon on our solar system. What do you think the answer is? And what?
Astronomy.
Astronomer.
Very good. An
Yes.
astronomer. Very good. Number 2. She wanted to, Mahbub.
She wants to understand why people feel, think, and believe in certain ways.
Behave.
She decided to go to do a degree in psychology.
Psychology. Correct. Number 3. Noha. Is the study of language in general. عشان تغلطي فيها. The study of language in general, not any particular language such as French or Mandarin. Oh, your baby is answering us. Your cat is mewing.
Yes. Linguistics.
Very good. Thank you very much. 4. Rahman.
The government's predictions of economic growth. This is economic, say, means economics. Economics.
That's economics. Yes?
Economics, yes.
But actually, I'm not so sure whether economics is the right word here or not. The government's prediction of economic growth and inflation were not endorsed by a leading economist.
Economist, yes.
The person who works in economy for a living. Okay? Economist. Okay, 5. Mahbub.
Students from the Department of spent the weekend studying rock formations of the coast of Scotland. Geology.
Very good, Mahbub. Thank you.
Graduates and often take jobs which involve analyzing data and formulating social policy.
Social policy is your clue word. Oh, thus, yo,
Sociology.
Sociology, very good. Sociology. Number 7, Dahman.
We called in to investigate the Iron Age tools discovered on the building site. This means
This means. We
this
don't.
means
This is means. Huh?
this means. So, I remember this is archy.
Yeah.
This is the problem. This is word is more long. This is
It's a little bit archaeology.
archaeology.
The people who work in archaeologies are
Yes.
Archaeologist.
Yes.
Yes.
Archaeologist. When writing, thank you very much. When writing,
One second, then.
now,
Because in number 6, analyzing data or data.
data. Oh, we don't say data. Data.
It's A. How can we pronounce it like that?
Yes. Sometimes the A in between two consonants is pronounced as an A sound, not an A sound. So we don't say da, we don't say they, data. Yes. And data is not wrong. Well, I believe that data is a little bit British, whereas data is American. Let me check both pronunciation, please. 1 minute. Okay, till I check the pronunciation, I want you to do exercise 3 after you read this exam tip. This is very important. Day and da. Data, data, both of them. But honestly speaking, I've never pronounced it as data. Data. Done?
Yes. It's too much tricky.
Well, it's not tricky, rather than challenging.
Yes, challenging.
Yes.
This is the correct word.
Correct.
Okay.
You need more time, right?
No.
No, mashallah, mashallah, Mr. Confident. Dahman, you need more time?
Yes, I think it's more tricky. This is exercise.
No problem. Noha, the same?
But Hind, this is I have many problem with this is how can I different between nouns and adjective? I think I have
جميل. طيب. بس هو مش it's not how can I different, it's how can I differentiate between. Differentiate between. Okay. Now in the tip, if you read this tip carefully, Muhammad, you will get to understand that they want us to differentiate between them by some signs, you know. Here they say when writing an IELTS exam, you need to use not only the right words, but also the right parts of speech. How's that? When you say Thompson and her colleagues analyze the samples using the antibody test. This is a verb, right? Analyze here is a verb. The main result of analysis, which is a noun, are summarized below. Here is analyze and the analysis. I have an analytical approach to every survey. How can I, your question, Muhammad, is how can I determine which part of speech should I put? Should I put the verb, the noun, the pronoun, or what? Well, it depends on the context of the sentence, Muhammad. Here, for example, Thompson and her colleagues did what? We need a verb to complete the sentence. If there is a space here, samples using the antibody test, then this means that we need to put a verb here. Yes, in order to complete the meaning. And the number 2, if you notice carefully, here is the word the. What follows a, an, and the articles must be a noun.
Noun.
Yes.
Yes.
And the number 3, I have a space or an space approach. There must be a word that modifies or describes the word approach. What kind of approach? An analytical approach. And once you have a word that answers what kind, it's classified as an adjective. Okay?
Okay.
So I have an analytical approach to every survey. When you learn a new word, learn its associated parts of speech. We need to learn the parts of speech. The most important parts of speech we know are the pronouns, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, interjections like wow, all right? And the conjunctions. We know the conjunctions now, right? Okay?
Yes.
Great. So here, if we have a verb which is claim, what is the noun?
I think it is the same.
I have another claim towards her. Good. Yes, it is the same. But you can also add ER to it. So the claimer of the case was her cousin. So this means that he's the person who claimed against her, okay, or with her.
But claimer hand is a subject.
It is a noun. Pardon me. It is a noun, Muhammad. It has nothing to do with subject, object. But in the sentence here, yes, it can be a subject, definitely. Yes?
Okay.
So it can be claim as it is, because claim could be both a noun and a verb. Then we'll have the word definition. Definition is the noun. The verb is to
Define.
As a verb, define.
define.
It's more easy.
How do you spell it? Bravo. How do you spell it?
Define D-E-F-I-N-E, I
Very
think.
good. Thank you. So we have evaluate as a verb. So the noun is?
Evaluation.
Very good.
Evaluation.
With,
Yes.
remove the E and put I-O-N. Evaluation. And for the adjective?
Evaluational.
Okay. Evaluational, evaluative. Both are okay. So investigation, the verb is to?
Investigate.
Very good. And the adjective?
Investigative.
Investigator, yes.
I guess.
Yes, and we have another noun for investigation. Do you guys know it? The person who investigates is an
Investigator.
أيوة صح, investigator. Yes, this is the person who. All right. Then we'll have the word evidence as a noun. Yes.
We can also use investigational as an adjective.
Yes. We have different ways of creating adjective. Very good, Mohammed. Then we'll have the word evidence, which doesn't have a verb, but we have an adjective. When I say that all the fingerprints accused or all the fingerprints were very evidence. Can I say were very evidence?
No.
What?
Evidenceable.
Evident. Evident. E-V-I-D-E-N-T. Evident. Hypothesis. What's the verb?
No verb.
No verb? Haram عليك. Huh? We just learned it today.
So problem these words need to keep it first before
Yes,
make this practice.
You are Mohammed ما شاء الله يعني بجد I envy you for staying alert till now after a very long day of work, Mohammed, mashallah. So here we have the word, this is the noun, hypothesis with an E or with an S. And for the verb,
Down.
for the verb we have hypothesize. Oh, it's not mentioned here. Okay. So the verb is hypothesize. Should I write it down?
Yes, please.
Oh, there you find. Here we have the word hypothesize. This is the verb. Hypothesize.
What along these words?
What about these words? What do you mean?
I said what along this word?
Oh, this word is a little bit long. Yes, hypothesize. Yes. How long is this word? How long is this word? Very good. Then we'll have the word theoretical.
No, please, and I don't mean how long. No, I you know what a surprise. What along is this? When I say something is beautiful, I say what a beautiful this place is. I want to mean this. What along is this words? This is means is more long. This is wrong for me.
Mani bas. Yes, it's not very correct. Why? It's not wrong. Yes, you can say what a beautiful young girl, all right, or what a cute baby. Correct?
Yes.
Where you can also use the word how. How an interesting story. Like exactly like what. So you can say, what a long word. What a long. What is usually followed by a, Mohammed. What a long. What a, then adjective. But how is usually followed by the adjective directly. Like how long. How long is this word? How long it is. Doesn't mean that you're giving a question. It means that you're again exclaiming. All right?
All right. Okay.
Okay, but you're not wrong. No, don't worry. So again, we have the word theoretical. The verb is to?
Theory?
Theory is the noun.
Theory is a noun, yes.
Yes. What about Merriam-Webster? Would you please try to use it now? You guys have this application?
Yes, I downloaded it.
Yalla, okay. Tell me where is the verb?
Theorize.
Bravo. Theorize. Excellent. And how do you spell it?
Theorise.
I-Z-E. Theorize. Z, not S.
It is written here with S. Theorize.
Yani theorize, hypothesis.
It had both. It is written here with
It's
Z and S. I don't know.
British and American. Usually the words that end with size in the British way is a Z sound. Sorry, in the American way is a Z. But with the British is with an S. So never mind, both are correct then, okay? So theorize, theory is the noun, and theoretical is the adjective, okay? Okay, so exercise 4, or the rest of these pages, 16, 17, and then we'll have the lesson, the next lesson, which is adventure. 18, 19, 20 to 21. So starting from page 17 to 21, you're requested please to answer these questions along with one here. Did we discuss this test? Part 2? I don't think we did. Did we discuss it? Part 2?
No.
All right.
Just Q4. Okay.
Okay.
What page is this?
Pardon me? Oh,
What page is this?
yes. This is
55.
yes, this is Cambridge 8, right? Test number 6, page 5. 55.
Sorry, and please again, the last page. Did you say? I don't hear it.
Page 55. So this is Cambridge 8, test 2. Sorry, Mohammed, not test 6. Test 2, page 55, part 2. And please do not send it to me in a private message. Send it to me in the group. And don't be shy to send it in the group. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed my class today. Any questions before I go?
Thank you. And
No questions? You're very much welcome. لازم أعرف قطعت فريشي النهارده وقلت إيه عليا مع حازم. قلت كلام كويس ولا مش كلام كويس؟
لا والله ما ده. لا كويس جدا. كويس جدا.
Thank you very much.
يعني شكرا جزيلا.
All right. Thank you very much everybody. See you inshallah next week. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Bye bye.
معلش مس هند.
Yes, yes.
معلش النت قطع برضه في اخر الجزئيه خالص. الجزء اللي الكتاب اللي احنا هنشتغل منه اللي اسمه كامبريدج 8، ممكن تفرجيني بس الكفر بتاعه عشان انا بتلخبط ما بين الكتب بصراحه.
طبعا افرجك حالا دلوقتي على الكفر بتاعه. Here we go.
شكرا.
اهو.
هو صفحه 55 صح؟
ايوه page 55. alright.
هو مش ظاهر عندي.
Take a screenshot يا محمد.
لا هو الظاهر عندي بس الصورة بتاعت حضرتك مش الصورة بتاعت الكتاب.
Sorry. I didn't share this. I'm really sorry. Forgive me. Here we go.
Okay, I got it.
All right. Take a screenshot. Inshallah, you will find it there in the materials that I sent you previously. All right. A very good night and very sweet dreams. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.